BJP versus Congress border wars over GST on Beedis. BJP is torn into the Congress over B for BD and Bihar post, accusing the Congress of insulting Bihar. The party says first abuse to the Prime Minister's mother, now an insult to the people of Bihar. Congress has been slammed by the BJP and the party has been hitting out at the BJP for GST cut on BDs. Kerala Congress has said B for BD and B for Bihar. This is a statement that is now being criticized heavily by the Bharatiya Janata Party, saying that by saying so, you've insulted the people of Bihar, is what the BJP has said. Now, what is this controversy really about? The GST on BDs was at 28%. It's now been brought down to 18%. The GST on other tobacco products like cigarette and gutkha has been increased to 40%. If the idea was the health of the nation, then why wasn't the GST on BDs also increased? Is the question that the opposition is asking. You did not do so keeping Bihar elections in mind, is what is now being said by the opposition against the BJP in the wake of the recent developments of GST adjustments, changes, reducing and increasing that has been done by the GST Council. The argument really at this point in time is that why did you not in fact keep the GST on BDs or increase it further? You had electoral compulsions in the state of Bihar, and that's the reason why you kept BDs untouched but went on to target the cigarette and the chewing tobacco industry, is what the Congress is now saying, attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is what is now being said. What the GST Council really did was that they did not, in fact, they reduced the GST on BDs from 28% to 18% and increased the GST on cigarettes and gutkha, which is chewing tobacco, to 40%. That's the political fight that has now broken out. Rohit is getting in more details. Rohit, this was bound to happen, this kind of tutu meme that we are seeing now between the Congress and the BJP. The Congress said, of course, you had, electoral compulsions in mind, and then hence this decision that you did take about reducing the GST on BDs while increasing it on other tobacco products.
Well, that is what the Kerala Congress is insinuating, because according to the social media post that they have put out, they have mentioned that how the GST rates for cigars and cigarettes have been enhanced to 40%. For tobacco, it has been enhanced from 28 to 40%. But as far as BDs are concerned, it has been reduced from 28% to 18%. And then the social media post says that BDs and Bihar starts with B and cannot be considered a sin anymore. So what the Kerala Congress is basically insinuating is that the people in Bihar may not be so rich or maybe so well off that they can afford cigars and cigarettes, and that is why they consume BDs, and that is why with elections on mind, the Bihar elections coming, the central government has reduced the GST on BDs, and this social media post has not gone down well with the BJP. The Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Samrat Chaudhary, has now hit back at this Kerala Congress social media post and said that the Congress first insulted the Prime Minister and her late mother by hurling abuses at them, and now they have in fact insulted the entire state of Bihar by putting out this post. So as you were mentioning, the tutu meme continues between the Congress and BJP. Back to you.
Tutu meme there continues between the Congress and the BJP, and this was but expected, viewers. 18% is the GST now on BDs, while it was at 28%. It was actually brought down. But the GST on other products, other tobacco products like cigarettes and gutkha, which is chewing tobacco, had gone up. I'm going straight across to Tom Vadakan for more on his, as far as the party's perspective is concerned. The Congress here, Tom Vadakan says, B for BDs, B for Bihar, that you had political considerations in mind, and that's the reason why you went easy on BDs, GST on BDs, is what the Congress is saying. How does your party respond?
The Kerala unit has lost control and lost its mind. GST is applicable across the country. And to relate BD with Bihar is an insult to Bihar. And this connection that they imagine is absolutely inappropriate because there are people who smoke BD across the country. It's not just Bihar. So, and it's an insult to those of that section of society who have, got a huge relief by the GST reduction. So I think the Congress party and its unit in Kerala has absolutely lost its mind, and there's no leadership. They are not in consultation with the economists or anybody of that nature. The ecosystem that exists in Kerala is an isolated situation. So I won't take them seriously, and I'm told the tweet has been deleted too.
But I'd like to ask you, Tom Vadakan, we do know that from the Swadeshi Jagran Manch, and this has been constant, not now, but for many, many years together, there's been so much pressure. As far as the BD workers are concerned, we have, and we've seen this sort of a differential treatment in the past as well, when very gory warnings were put up on cigarette packets, but not many gory warnings were put up on BD packets, because I know that there was pressure from the Swadeshi Jagran Manch. So the government is succumbing under pressure because the farmers will be under loss, will be dealing with a difficult situation. The BD workers would be dealing with a difficult situation. But what about the health of the people? So has this government not then compromised on the health of the people is my question.
See, in comparison to cigarettes, as my understanding goes from medical information that I have, cigarette is more disastrous than the BD. And the BD smoker is not a chain smoker. He does it once in a while, and it's in that section of society. And yes, it may not be too healthy to become a chain smoker of BD, but at the same time, I think compared to cigarettes, cigars, and other what people smoke, it is comparatively better. And
Mr. Tom Vadakan, I'd just like to interrupt you and, apologize for this, but I have to correct you here. Actually, studies have shown that BDs are 8 times more harmful and hazardous than cigarettes. So I don't think that argument, cuts any ice in that sense, because BDs, the way they are smoked, the components are way too more harmful, in fact, much more harmful than cigarettes is what I'd like to tell you. And this is what health activists have been talking about for the longest time as well. And there is pressure from the Swadeshi Jagran Manch as well to protect the interests of the BD workers and farmers. Of course, a political twist to this has been given, an electoral disadvantage twist has been given to this by the opposition, raising questions on whether they had Bihar in mind before taking this decision.